Emma is standing outside the restaurant, watching as the fire brigade works to put out the flames engulfing her car. She is in a state of shock, tears streaming down her face as she watches the destruction.
Ma'am, can you tell me what happened here?
Emma takes a deep breath, trying to compose herself.
I don't know. I just came out of the restaurant and saw my car on fire.
Do you have any enemies who might have done this to you?
Emma hesitates, thinking of Mrs. Wilson and her threats.
There is one person who has been angry with me recently. Mrs. Wilson, the mother of my dead husband. But I can't imagine she would do something like this.
And is there anyone else who has been angry with you recently?
Emma's mind starts racing as she thinks of Edward and his recent behavior. She doesn't want to get him in trouble with the police, but before she can say anything, her boyfriend speaks up.
There's also Edward. He seemed a little upset with Emma a while back.
Emma's heart sinks as she hears her boyfriend's words. She knows that if the police investigate Edward, it could lead to serious consequences for him.
I don't want to get Edward in trouble. Can't we just leave him out of this?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we have to follow all leads in the investigation. We'll need to speak with Edward as well.
Emma nods reluctantly, her heart heavy with worry for Edward's safety. She can only hope that the police will be able to find out the truth and bring the person responsible for this crime to justice.
Emma, hi. Can we talk?
Hi, Edward. What's up?
I just found out that you told the police I was a suspect in the arson of your car. Why would you do that?
I'm so sorry, Edward. My boyfriend said that. I had no idea he would tell your name.
Later that day, Mrs. Wilson is handcuffed and led away by two police officers.
You're under arrest for the arson of Ms. Emma's car.
No, please. I didn't mean to do it.
Hello?
Ms. Emma? This is Officer Johnson. We've arrested Mrs. Wilson for arson.
Oh, thank goodness.
We also wanted to let you know that we've received your restraining order against Mrs. Wilson. We'll do our best to keep you safe.
Thank you, Officer Johnson.
The next day Emma goes with Hope to meet Edward.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Mrs. Wilson would do something like this. I'm just glad it's all over now.
Me too. And I'm so sorry about my boyfriend. I had no idea he would do something like this. My boyfriend shouldn't have mentioned your name to the police. I've broken up with him and I got a restraining order to protect myself and the baby.
Emma, I'm really happy to hear that. Actually, I've loved you for a long time. But I was too scared to tell you. I was afraid that you wouldn't feel the same way, or that it would ruin our friendship.
Edward, I had no idea. I've always thought you were a great guy, and I've had feelings for you too.
Really? That's amazing. I'm so glad I finally worked up the courage to tell you.
I am too, Edward.